There was a video I wanted to watch yesterday. I didn't get to watch it. It's called For Classic Plus to Live, WoW Must Die. This is cinematic, bro. This is good editing.
I first played WoW 18 years ago. I've played all expansions since release, but as the game evolved, it became something I no longer recognized. Until in 2019, when Blizzard made a decision no one ever thought they would.
Oh!
They re-released the original.
This is Takuu. Takuu makes insane documentaries. They're like really cinematic and really well edited. This guy's a really good filmmaker, and he makes videos about WoW sometimes. This guy's sick.
Game. Vanilla is and will always be my favorite iteration of the game. No flying mounts, less endgame focused, more open world. For me, Vanilla felt about as close to perfect as an MMO can be. And let me tell you, when it came back, it wasn't just me who felt that way. Classic success might have been a surprise for Blizzard, but for us, it was inevitable.
Yup.
Though during that time, I couldn't help but thinking, is there a future for Classic? And what exactly would that look like?
What is going to happen after Classic WoW?
The idea of Classic Plus had been brewing online for years, and in 2023, I made a video about it.
Yo, this video was great, man. Holy fuck.
Damn, that hyped me up for Classic Plus even more now.
That's a really good video, man.
The video was received pretty well, but not by everyone. Imagine having faith in Blizzard. Delusional classic.
Dude, this guy's editing is so good. The shots are so good. The music, the sound is so good. Everything is so good. Are you guys picking this up? Did you see the reflection in the eyeball? Holy crap, this guy's storytelling is like off the charts.
Players. Sounds lame. Very constructive, dude. Thanks a lot. For some, it was impossible to believe. But at BlizzCon 2023, it became a little bit less impossible. Season of Discovery promised the beginning of a new era for Classic. A Classic Plus beta, a testing ground for what Classic Plus could become. But what happens when you change something that's already so close to perfect? Is there a chance the game could be ruined in the process? What does this mean for the future of Classic? This is the Classic Plus dilemma.
The Classic Plus dilemma. Okay, he's cooking. So he set it up for like, he loves Classic. This is a good script. He's like, he's cooking with this. So he's preparing you guys to understand what Blizzard is going through with trying to change a game that most people see it's already perfect, right? And a lot of people want Classic Plus because everybody's version of Classic Plus is different. So he's about to go into this.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. There really is something different about Classic. There are very few games that have stood the test of time for this long, and everyone has their own opinion on why that is. This is one of the main counter-arguments against Classic Plus. How can Blizzard make alterations to a game so beloved by millions and not alienate half the community in the process? Some people want new dungeons and raids. Some people want to explore unfinished zones and quests. And some people want the game to evolve into TBC+. So who does Blizzard listen to? Do they listen to their core Classic audience, or do they risk fundamentally changing the game in hopes of bringing in a new, potentially bigger crowd? The truth is, I don't even think Blizzard knows yet.
I don't think they do either.
This seems to be the core design philosophy behind Season of Discovery. Throw enough shit at the wall, and surely something will stick, right? Or is there a possibility that it could divide the community more than ever?
Have you ever wondered what it might be like to be a tanking warlock? Or take on the role of a mage healer?
No!
We are
Don't do
leaving
it.
the door open to the possibility of completely new experiences and the prospects of exploring previously unfinished or unused locales for future raid and dungeon content. Oh my God, that's Classic Plus! I know.
Dude, this guy, he goes in and he gets some of the best reactions from streamers. It's so cool how he sets up the storytelling. I mean, Takuu is just, he's better than me. He's a better filmmaker than I am. This guy is really good.
Or is it? You see, when you push the game this far, you're going to attract a different sort of crowd. The kind of crowd who enjoys how different it feels, who likes the homogenization of classes, the hyper-focus on endgame, and the abundance of quality of life.
A lot of people are enjoying Season of Discovery, even retail Andes who have never played Classic WoW before.
Now all of a sudden, the Classic community is split perfectly down the middle. Suddenly we have new voices contributing to the Classic Plus discussion, and a seasonal server purely dedicated to finding out what the community wants for Classic Plus makes that question all the more difficult to answer.
This is exactly the reason why I stopped playing Sauce.
This is one of the most fun times that you could ever have playing World of Warcraft Classic.
This is why you don't do band-aid fixes, man. Like, oh my gosh.
The season discovery shit is actually hype.
Does the team even PvP?
How would I approach Classic Plus if I was in charge?
We're more divided as a WoW community than I've ever seen. I'm in this video? What? I'm in there, bro. There is no way. Damn, guys, I'm in there. This is crazy. We made it.
Minimal changes. Otherwise, you have Sol.
Despite this season's polarizing nature, it's also been a huge first step in the realization of Classic Plus. And as we've seen the Classic team grow and grow since its inception, it's clear that it's a concept that Blizzard have started to take seriously. But no matter what the Classic team does, they're going to upset someone.
Yep.
They've been
you can't appeal to everybody. That's
taking the most renowned and respected MMO of all.
Dude, I say this all the time. There is no way. It's impossible to be a developer. It's impossible to be a developer, especially with Classic WoW. You have the hardest job ever. Trying to appeal to everyone and figure out what's actually good and what people are gonna like. It is impossible task. I'm just saying.
All time and making it better. And while it might seem simple, I think you'll be surprised at how many circles of players out there are pining for different things. The weight of that responsibility alone is immense. So how do the developers decide where to focus their limited resources? Well, there is a solution to this, and I'll get to that later. But for now, we need to talk about what is, in my opinion, the most fundamentally important factor in guaranteeing the longevity of Classic Plus. Historically, WoW has always developed and distributed content in cycles, be it from fresh servers where everyone starts from level 1, or expansions that more or less trivialize all the content before it.
This is a major problem with vertical design. It invalidates old content extremely quickly.
This is Blizzard's biggest issue when it comes to Classic Plus.
You guys know what he's talking about? That was Josh Strife Hayes talking about vertical design in video games. What that means is, like, in retail, they have vertical design, which means the moment that a new retail raid comes out, you no longer need anything from the previous one. Classic WoW had a diagonal design. So there was still some gear from Molten Core that's useful even when Nax is out. There's still some Molten Core, there's still some BWL, there's still some AQ gear that is still, it still matters. And so if you make your game like diagonally instead of vertical design, where literally as soon as something comes out, nothing matters, then you have a better game design that will last longer because it makes most of the game relevant. Like in SOD right now, we ran BWL today. Naxxramas is out. We ran AQ yesterday. We're doing Karazhan. We're doing Karazhan Crypts. Like, there's different things that you have to do and it makes the game playable for longer.
If WoW sticks to its predominantly vertical design, we risk falling into the same trap, with an ever-expanding power level that will eventually invalidate the older content
that wasn't really that much stronger than the next set, but it gave you more build variety and it allowed you to do different things with your class.
So how should Blizzard find new ideas for horizontal content?
Horizontal content.
Steal them. They gotta fucking steal. The funny thing is, this is exactly what Blizzard did to create WoW in the first place.
Yeah,
they took concepts and systems from other MMOs
That's exactly
and made them
what
more
you do.
digestible.
One of the things that Blizzard has always done so well over the years is take types of games that had previously appealed only to a narrow audience and make them accessible to a broader audience.
We were playing EverQuest, Ultima Online, and we thought, you know what, we could do that. Why don't we make one of these? This is awesome. I mean, why don't we make a game that we love?
You couldn't help but play it and say, well, this could be improved, or we could spin the content this way.
Every single piece of art that has ever existed has been in some way inspired by someone or something else. And in my opinion, WoW's fundamental design philosophy has to change if Classic Plus is to thrive. Thankfully, there are games to draw from in the MMO landscape. Those are the games we need to look to.
Dude,
we can look to old school.
This guy is showing you actual examples of movies and ways that people have stolen ideas and used inspiration from other games and then used them as their own. And he's showing you in these, like, he's having to come up with these examples and then show you clips of them. And he's doing it in like 1 second. And this is probably thing that took him like hours to go and find these clips and then edit them in a cool way so it doesn't look so lame when you just put it side by side. And he's doing it in such an artistic way. And it's just like, I'm appreciating 1 second of his film that took him hours. And it's just like he's cooking so hard right now with this storytelling and editing.
RuneScape for their solo content and player agency. Or look at Guild Wars 2 for their map completion and exploration content. And finally, look at private servers.
Yes, Turtle WoW, look at that.
Created a space for the vanilla PvP community with its dueling server. And Turtle WoW has made possibly one of the most well-received versions of WoW ever by following this exact framework. They took the game we all love and fleshed out the world in the spirit of vanilla. With a more horizontal design, Blizzard can make evergreen content that will be relevant forever. And whether we trust the devs to make the right content or not, can be a decision that's entirely in our hands.
It's like a soft encouragement for us to keep talking to the players and kind of steer us in the right path.
I just see how awesome this is. Jagex are actually giving us the ability to decide what we want in RuneScape.
Make sure that we're doing the right thing.
Considering Old School just reached its peak player count of all time, there must be something good going on with the polling system.
Polling incoming changes removes the situation we were in with incursions. You can't poll class balance changes or faction-specific changes for obvious reasons. With polling, not everyone is going to get what they want.
Yeah, you can't be like, should we take shamans out of the game? And then 90% of people vote yes, except for the 10% of people that play shamans. That's like why you can't ask specific like class questions, because everyone would just be like, nerf every class but mine. So what Old School RuneScape does is they do a 70% vote for like changes in the world or changes to like bosses or like what should be next type of things. And then the player system votes on it. Like, should Alliance get the world buff? Get the rend buff? Should Alliance get rend buff? And then we could vote on things like that.
But that's always been the case. And with polling, some people, in fact, most people will.
I know that whatever I do has to pass a poll. That's always in the back of my head. So I know I can't half-ass this.
Jagex has their finger on the pulse. They release polls to the players to help decide the future of Old School RuneScape.
And it's stopped us from making mistakes. It's stopped us from doing things that wouldn't have been good for the game. It has made content better.
Whether any of these ideas make their way into Classic Plus or not, the ball is well and truly rolling. And if Blizzard wants to solve the Classic Plus dilemma, they need to start taking inspiration from people who have already dedicated years to these ideas. Because it's clear that Classic Plus isn't a pipe dream anymore. It's an absolute certainty.
It's gonna change everything. It's gonna happen for sure. Hey, yo, 100%.
Classic Plus could be like the next big thing for WoW if it's done correctly.
The speculation that we all had about the Scarlet Raid was pretty accurate from the beginning.
You have Classic Plus that's set in Azeroth and you're exploring the stuff that was already there.
Chat, we're in the Karazhan Crypts!
They made original content. There's nowhere else in all of World of Warcraft.
Pretty much every version of Classic that we have at the moment always had scores of people saying that none of it would ever happen. But people keep asking for things, and things keep happening.
I think the community just needs to reflect on what we're doing as a team and try to think about why we're doing it. Why do we have an experimental seasonal server? You know, without saying anything.
I love the idea of horizontal progression through vanilla. This is our sort of test bed. And having a raid based around the Scarlet Crusade is like a dream scenario for me.
For Classic to thrive, it must be reborn.
This is the fertile ground to grow ideas for the future.
For Classic Plus to live, WoW as we know it must die.
Cool, man. Oh, shit. Cool freaking documentary, bro. That has to be one of the best YouTube videos I've ever seen. That might be the best YouTube video I've ever seen. Think about this, guys. Why do you think that you are coming back to play SOD right now? It's because the devs thought and implemented a good idea. And what was that idea? Scarlet Monastery Raid. They thought of a good idea and they put it in the game, and now everyone is coming back to play it. When you put content in the game that people want, people will play. It's that easy. But there's a reason that lots of people are coming back to play right now. I'm not talking about the people that have been enjoying SOD and they're still playing it. They're gonna play it no matter what kind of thing. Like the people that are true classic players, they really like classic and new classic especially. They're gonna be playing SOD. But there's a reason that I didn't play Blackwing Lair through AQ40. I came back for Nax. There's a reason why I didn't play that. It's because it wasn't anything new. I had already seen pretty much my class. I've played it in the raid and it's like, okay, now I could just play this class in the next couple of raids. There might be some new items and stuff like that, but I wasn't truly interested. This is what we actually want, is like stuff like this. The Scarlet Crusade raid or Scarlet Monastery raid is going to be legendary, and I'm just looking forward to it. And the Karazhan Crypts was the best dungeon I've ever played in WoW. Literally like the best dungeon I've ever done in WoW. The most excited I've been to play it. So Karazhan Crypts and Scarlet Raid have me so hyped up to play Classic. I haven't been this hyped up to play in so long. And this is what happens when like you either come up with a good idea, listen to the community, and then implement it. And it's just dope to see that they're actually doing it, and it gives me some hope for Classic Plus for sure. It gives me some hope.